Israel, right? First and foremost, I want to give a call halal to Yahweh by Shema Mashiach Womadak Yabushah. Yahweh is the name of Heavenly Father, which the world calls God. And Yahweh Shai is the name of his only begotten Son, which the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. Right? First and foremost, I want to give a strong shalom to all the mighty men that's going out there, that's laboring, presenting their bodies as a living sacrifice, doing all they can to wake up the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Not only that, they're enduring the elements, the 100-degree weathers, freezing below codes, and everything that's trying to hinder the work of the Most High. Shalom, shalom. Want to give another strong shalom to all the mighty Aquath, the sisters that are at home, but they're reverencing their husbands, being teachers of good things, and the unmarried sisters as well, being tender and delicate and on fire for the Most High God. Shalom, shalom. Last but not least, want to give another strong shalom to all the mighty teenagers and children in this truth, doing all they can to make their calling and election sure in these last days. Right, this brother Tazama coming at you with another cold cut through the spirit. And the topic of this cold cut is titled Halloween, Evil Spirits, plus the Spiritual Realm. All right, and we always love diving into the spiritual realm because we want to make sure brothers and sisters understand how the spiritual realm works and that it is something beyond this physical flesh. It is things more powerful that's not on this earth. And so-called today is the so-called Halloween, all right, where people believe the dead is coming back to the life, all right, where people believe that, what else? People believe, well, my grandma that was once dead, now she's coming back and returning. All of that is madness, man, right? You don't have to know how these spirits operate. Halloween is just not a day where, okay, this is the most evil that's gonna be on the earth. This is where all the spirits come back to. No, in the Bible, it's showing you, we're gonna be showing you how the spiritual realm works, man. How this thing operates. How the Most High has gods that's whose dwelling is not with flesh move. All right. First, I want to get a precept, really just showing you that you have spirits in this thing, right? God made all spirits for himself and all souls, yet you have good and you have evil spirits. All right, let's go to the book of Ezekiel chapter 18 and verse number 4, right? Ezekiel 18 and 4. It says, behold, all souls are mine. As the soul of the Father, so is the soul of the Son is mine. The soul that sinneth, it shall die. Right? The point is, all souls are the Lord's. The Lord, he created all spirits. He created evil spirits and he created good spirits. It's a just balance. It's spirits on this earth and it's spirits up there in the heavens. Now, a lot of these spirits that people say that is demons, that are ghosts, that are witches, etc. These spirits are on the earth. There's no such thing as people coming back from the dead. That's madness, man. You got people right now, they celebrating they don't even know they don't even know the origins of Halloween. You got people, they going trick-or-treating, they dressing up as certain people. What they're actually participating in is old satanic rituals. All right? Things that the Romans used to do. All right? The ancient Celts used to do and practice in. Nevertheless, the Lord said, guess what? All souls are mine. Right? Every soul is Yahweh B'Ashem Yahushua. God controls every soul. Now, with this spiritual realm, because you have certain people, they think that it's only just humans on the earth. No, it's things beyond man's power. It's beings that's created by God, aka known as the angels, which are stronger than man. Whether that be evil or whether that be good. Let's go to the book of Daniel. Right, let's go to the book of Daniel, and I believe I want chapter 2. All right, I want Daniel chapter 2 and verse number. So, like, let me look for this precept. Daniel chapter 2 and. All right, Daniel chapter 2 and verse number. Let me see. I believe that's 17 or 18. Right? Daniel chapter 2 and 11, and it reads, "And it is a rare thing that the king requireth, and that there is none other that can shew it before the king, except the gods whose dwelling is not with flesh." So you have gods, also known as powers, whose dwelling is not with flesh. Meaning it's certain spirits that don't always dwell with the flesh of man all the time. In reality, you have for lack of a better term, people they talk about portals, entryways, gateways. You have a whole, for lack of a better term, you have a portal where angels and spirits actually ascend and descend from. It's angels that actually come from the third heaven to this earth. And it's angels that's on the earth that go up to the third heaven. It's Satan, he's on the earth. He's going to and fro. He goes back to the third heaven when it's his time. Also, they come down from the third heaven to play out what the Most High wants them to play out. Let's go to the book of Genesis. Get that precept in Genesis chapter 28. This is the book of Genesis chapter 28 and verse number, see what I want. Genesis 28 and verse number 12. "And he dreamed, and behold," I'm going to start at verse 11. "And he lightened upon a certain place, and tarried there all night, because the sun was set. And he took of all of the stones of that place, and put them for his pillows, and lay down in that place to sleep. And he dreamed, and behold, a ladder set up on the earth, and the top of it reached to heaven. And behold, the angels of God ascending and descending on it." So Jacob had a dream, also known as Jacob's ladder, where he saw nothing but spirits coming up and down from this ladder. It was like a portal, for lack of better terms. And that's what his dream was actually real. That portal, right? That portal was the spirits of the Lord ascending and descending upon it, man. And right now you have spirits ascending and descending on the throne of the Most High. All right? And with these spirits, these spirits are sent to do a specific job. They praise the Lord. Whatever job that the Most High want these spirits to do, guess what? They do it. Let's go to 2 Chronicles, chapter 28. Right, one of my favorite precepts pertaining to this topic. All right, 2 Chronicles, chapter 28 and verse number 18. 2 Chronicles 28 and 2 Chronicles 18 and 18. So like it. Right? It's the book of 2 Chronicles, chapter 18 and verse number 18. "Again he said, therefore, hear the word of the Lord. I saw the Lord sitting upon his throne, and all the hosts of heaven standing on the right hand and on his left. And the Lord said, who shall entice Ahab, king of Israel, that he may go up and fall at Ramoth Gilead? And one spake, saying after this manner, and another saying after that manner." So you had a throne of the Most High, which is in the middle. Then around of the throne, you have all of the hosts of heaven. You had the angels on the left hand, Then you have the angels on the right hand. Stop just thinking. You got Jake just believing in aliens, man. Right? Aliens are not real. There's no such thing as damn ghosts. These are the spirits of the Lord. We got to start giving the Most High credit. The Lord don't get enough credit for the things that he have created. In these last days, it's going to be made manifest as these are spirits, man. A lot of people, they're going to be bugged the hell out. These demons is going to overtake them. A lot of people going to believe in demons. A lot of people going to believe in angels. People don't even believe in angels, man. Right? You might see something fly across the sky, and you say, yeah, that's a chariot. I remember I told this one Jake, I said, yeah, those UFOs, those are chariots. And in the inside of those UFOs, those are angels. And he laughed at me. He said, bro, what? You don't know what you're talking about. And they was all making mockery. All because I said, guess what? It's an angel inside of that. People, they don't believe in God, man. They don't believe in angels. They don't believe in the works of the Lord. And the Lord, he's doing all of these things, man. He's sending these demons down. And the Lord is sending righteous spirits down. He's sending spirits and angels to check on you, to see what you're doing. Are you occupied in folly? He sends Satan's down that's going to and fro. So you had a host of heaven sent on his left and on his right. Now the Lord is saying what? He's saying, guess what? Who is going to go to Ramoth Gilead to entice Ahab to fall and sin? Right? This is the book of 2 Chronicles 18 and verse number 20. Then they came out a spirit. So again, these are spirits. It says, then came out a spirit, reading on. And it reads, then came out a spirit, then came out a spirit and stood before the Lord and said, I will entice him. And the Lord said unto him, wherewith? And he said, I will go out, and being a lying spirit in the mouth of all his prophets. And the Lord said, thou shalt entice him, thou shalt also prevail, go out, and do even so. So this spirit said, guess what? I'm going to go be a lying spirit. I'm going to entice this man to fall. And guess what the Lord said, man? All right. The Lord said, guess what? You're going to prevail. Go ahead. And that's what any other spirit. The Lord put a murder spirit and say, yeah, that spirit of murder, go out and go entice this man to kill this man. You're going to prevail as well. Guess what? That spirit is going to prevail. And that man the spirit going to hop on him. He's going to kill. If the Lord sent out a spirit of jealousy, you have a spirit of jealousy. That's in Numbers, the 6th chapter. You might be jealous over something. Whether that's righteous or that's wicked jealousy. And the Lord say, go be on this man, spirit of jealousy. Guess what? And you're going to prevail. Guess what? That spirit is going to prevail. There's nothing you could do about it. The Lord could send a spirit of lust on a man. Cause this man to be a whoremonger. It's nothing that this man could do. If the Lord say, go and you're going to prevail, it's nothing that this man could do against this spirit. And these spirits don't just, stop thinking these spirits just come out on Halloween. Oh, snap, it's Halloween. Right? I remember they used to say when we was younger, that's the devil's day. All right, that's Satan's day. That's a Satan holiday. That's what it's. Spirits don't just come out on Halloween, man. These spirits are non-stop work 24/7. They don't cease from their labors. They don't cease from the work that the Lord has them to do. These spirits are constantly working, and they will keep working until the day of the Lord. And even after that, these spirits is still gonna be working. They don't cease from their works. They don't break the Most High's commandments. They don't break the Most High's commandments. All right. They don't just start, you just start going off, the spirits just start going off. No, it don't work like that, man. These spirits is gonna increase after so-called Halloween, man. Again, let me get that precept, because you got a lot of people, we got to bring it out again. You got people thinking that it was a war in heaven, and Satan has the same authority as God. If not more authority than him. And that's why this is a spiritual fight, right? Don't just believe people, don't just believe when people think things is not spiritual. Again, 9 times out of 10, these are people in the world. They don't know what the hell is going on. Everything is spiritual, man. Whether you are under a spiritual attack, spirits are chasing you, attacking you, they want you, Satan wants you. These things is spiritual, supernatural, as they say. Don't listen to the people of the world, because they're a spirit in themselves. That's a demon talking to you. Let's go to the book of Job, chapter 2. Right, I wish a Jake Wood, man. I wish a Jake Wood say, yeah, that's, you believe in that, right? I'm gonna go off on him in righteousness, and bring out as many precepts that I can confound him. I'm gonna make him look stupid, man. Right? You got people in there, they'll try to make you look stupid, like you crazy. No, I'm gonna make them look stupid, man. What? You don't believe in God? You don't believe in angels and demons? You don't think God did this? When somebody died, all of a sudden now God didn't do that. They just died. Well, guess what? The Lord killed them, man. So we gonna make you stupid if you don't believe this truth. This the book of Job, chapter 2 and 11. Well, I'm gonna start at verse 2. This Job chapter 2 and 2. I'm gonna start at verse 1. Job 2 and 1. And there was a day when the sons of God came to present themselves before the Lord, and Satan came also among them to present himself before the Lord. And the Lord said unto Satan, From whence comest thou? And Satan answered the Lord and said, From going to and fro in the earth, and walking up and down in it. So Satan presents himself before the Lord. Hey, right now, as we speak, Satan is walking to and fro in the earth, man. I mean, just look outside. It looks evil. Somebody's about to die tonight, man. People are going to be attacked spiritually tonight. Adultery is going to happen tonight. Fornication. Lust. Somebody's going to rob somebody tonight. Especially out here, you can already sense it. Somebody's going to get robbed tonight. And I know somebody's going to get killed out here tonight. These spirits is walking to and fro in the earth. Hey, Satan is walking, just like Satan is walking as a roaring lion. Let's get that in 1 Peter. Satan is walking as a roaring lion right now. That's why we got to protect our spirits. That's why prayer is so important. I love prayer. Hey, prayer saved my life, man. For in the world, you wasn't praying. You wasn't throwing up prayers to the Lord. Those prayers is like a force field from evil. You be protected spiritually, because all it takes is one time. Hey, the Lord, man. Hey, all praise to the Most High, man. Hey, the Lord can save you from a spirit that you might be walking into. The Lord can save you from that. Just off of love. Right? It's 1 Peter chapter 5. Right? It's 1 Peter chapter 5 and verse number 8. And it reads, Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about seeking whom he may devour. So you have evil spirits, they walking around, they looking at who they want to devour. Again, this is not just on Halloween. Don't let the people of the world fool you. This is every single day. And it's going to increase every single day as time goes on. Because these times is going to get wickeder. All right? These times is going to bring it. Hold on, slack here. These times is getting wickeder, man. And eviler. Let's go to Matthew chapter 24. And the Lord said iniquity is going to increase. And the love of many is going to wax cold. Brotherly love is going to wax cold. Sisterly love is going to wax cold. A lot of people, they're going to be fugazi, as they say. They're going to switch up. It's because the spirit hop on you, you could damn switch up. They're going to be denying their own brothers, denying the faith, denying the truth. And poorly, most of all, they're going to deny themselves, who they really actually are. Deny the Lord, not keeping the commandments, not being faithful, and at least having moral. A lot of people not going to have morals, man. Go to the book of Matthew, chapter 24. Right, it's the book of Matthew, chapter 24 and 12. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. So the more sin it is, the more iniquity is going to abound. Like we say all the time, as things go on out there, things is going to get worse. It's going to increase. That's why we got to be fervent in the spirit, man. We got to go 10 times harder than what we doing right now. We have to be praying more than ever in these last days. Because the way the spiritual realm works, I mean, it's a lot of things going on in the spirit. What we just read in 2 Chronicles 18, that was just one account of the Lord telling the spirit what to do. It's accounts where the Lord is telling certain angels to cut certain men down. Let's get that in Daniel chapter 4. Yeah, go cut this man down. He's not doing enough in his truth. He's not praying. Hey, go cut him down. He's not even praying. Go cut him down. He hasn't fasted in about we don't know how long. Go get him out of here. He doesn't read. He's half-assing in this thing. She's half-assing. Go cut them down. And once the Lord say cut you down, if the Lord don't have mercy or compassion, you're finished. I'm finished. You're finished. Any man walking this earth is done. The Lord say hew him down. It's over. Then you're going to wish that you paid attention spiritually. Then you're going to wish that you was on spiritual watch. Hey, I'm watching everything spiritually. Unless you're blind. Nevertheless, let's go to the book of Daniel, chapter 4. Daniel chapter 4 and verse number 14. I'm going to start at verse 13. I saw in the visions of my head upon my bed, and behold, a watcher and an holy one came down from heaven. Right? So you have, we went over the evil angels. We know you have a lying spirit. You have an evil spirit. King Saul had an evil spirit on him towards David. Had an evil eye toward him. You got the spirit of jealousy. You got the spirit of whoredom, as is mentioned in the book of Hosea. You got the spirit of lust. You got the spirit of pride. You got the spirit of softness. You got many different spirits. But it's a just balance. You're going to have evil spirits. Then you're going to have righteous spirits. You're going to have good angels. You're going to have an holy one. A watcher. You're going to have Raphael, Gabriel, Michael the archangel, Uriel. It's a just, you're going to have the seraphims, the 24 angels, the 4 beasts. These are all righteous, holy ones on the right-hand side. This is the book of Daniel, chapter 4 and 13. I saw in the visions of my head upon my bed, and behold, a watcher, and an holy one came down from heaven. He cried aloud and said, thus, hew down the tree and cut off his branches, shake off his leaves and scatter his fruit. Let the beast get away from under it and the fowls under his branches. Nevertheless, leave a stump of his roots in the earth. So the Lord can say, guess what? Hew this man down. All of his works, all of the works that you did, guess what? That's broken up. The mighty acts, the fasting, the praying, all of that, scatter all of that. Mess up the fruit. Get the beast from underneath. That beast are referred to as men. You might have men underneath you as a tree. Men that look up to you. The Lord can scatter all of those men. So you have different spirits for different things. Again, they all don't cease for their labor. They're all on watch. They have different offices, different duties that they do. Right? When you read 2 Maccabees, let's go to 2 Maccabees chapter 11. And you have good angels in this thing that's down here. You might have a Pacific angel that's literally watching over you as you drive home. And that's following you. An angel that's over your house while you sleeping. Hey, you have people have their personal own guardian angels, and according to the Bible. All right, angels that's beholding them. Let's go to the book. Right, so you got a scoffer saying, "Boo, I'm a ghost." All right, right. That man he already has a demon on him. He is a spirit. He is a ghost. Let's go to the book of 2 Maccabees, chapter 11. Right, it's the book of 2 Maccabees, chapter 11, and verse number 6. It says, now when they that were with Maccabeus heard that he besieged the holds, they and all the people that lamented and tears besought the Lord that he would send a good angel to deliver Israel. And when you praying, you might be going through it, through the spirit. All right. You might be like, man, what do I do? You might be under attack by a demon. You want to pray to the Lord that the Lord can send a good angel. The Lord just don't send evil spirits on the earth. And the Lord is just all evil. No, the Lord, he's not with that, man. The Lord has good angels in his thing. The Lord said, ask and you shall receive. Let's get that in Luke chapter 11. So if you ask the Lord to, hey, Lord, send me a good angel to deliver me. And you believe that, you don't think the Lord is going to send a good, it's righteous. Lord, send me a good angel to help me in the spirit while I'm at work today. Brothers, they not praying for that, man. You know what brothers praying for? They praying for wisdom, which is nothing wrong with praying for wisdom. But they praying for wisdom constantly when they already have the wisdom. They praying for wisdom. They praying for women. Lord, please give me give me 3 wives in this thing. They praying that they be the mightiest ever. They praying that they just get so powerful. You need to pray that the Lord has a good angel around you. The Lord would do that, man. And that good angel could deliver you. Again, you in the midst of the valley of the shadow of death. This is the shadow of death. You in a land full of wickedness. The land is already wicked. The land fell to whoredom. The land fell to wickedness. It's nothing but a desert with spirits in it. All that the Most High has. Let's go to the book of Luke chapter 11. All right, this Luke chapter 11 and verse number 9. And it reads, "And I say unto you, ask, and it shall be given you. Seek, and ye shall find. Knock, and it shall be opened unto you. For everyone that asketh receiveth, and he that seeketh findeth, and to him that knocketh it shall be open." So the Lord said, ask and you shall receive. Right? You ask for a good angel, and the Lord will send you a good angel. Now, if you don't ask for a good angel, you're not even praying, and the Lord just going to send an evil angel on you. The Lord sent evil angels amongst the Egyptians. All right? And had the 10 plagues going on. And damn near destroyed the Egyptians. So again, let's go to the classic. This is what the real spiritual realm looks like. It's like a courtroom, for lack of better terms. And it's nothing but spirits. CQ 30. Well, let's go to Sirach, chapter 39. Sirach, chapter 39. I'm on verse 28. Right? This is the book of Sirach 39 and 28. There be spirits which are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sword strokes. In a time of destruction, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. So you have certain spirits that's created for vengeance. You have spirits that's actually over the elements. You have an angel that's over fire. Anytime you see fire, that's a spirit that's making that fire to appear. You have an angel that has power over fire. Even you have the snow. You have spirits that's over the snow and the cold and the frost and the winter. You ever seen some get real frost and cold? Guess what? That's an angel. So you have angels that's over the elements. You have angels. You have angels that's created for vengeance. It says, and in their time of destruction, they pour out the fury and appease the wrath of him that made them. Fire and hail and famine. Yeah, anytime you see when it's hailing outside, that's a spirit doing that. That's not the damn weather forecast. Well, yeah, the weatherman says it's going to be hail. I wonder how hell is created. No, that's the Lord doing that. You ever seen people starve to death and there's no food in the land? And people are hungry, they can't eat. It's a scarcity of food. It's a famine. Guess what? That's the Lord doing that. It says, and death. Yeah, anytime it's death, the Most High did that, man. Life and death are in the power of the Most High. All these things were created for vengeance. Teeth of wild beasts, and scorpions, serpents, and the sword. Yeah, anytime a scorpion stings a man or a snake bites a man, that's a spirit of vengeance. That happened. It says punishing the wicked to destruction. So wicked things happen to wicked people. Righteous things happen to righteous people. That's how it goes. It says they shall rejoice in his commandment, and they shall be ready upon earth when need is. And when their time is come, they shall not transgress his word. So anything the Lord tell the spirit to do, guess what? They not going to transgress his word. They going to do what the Lord tells them to do. So us understanding how the spiritual realm works, the different types of spirits it is, the different spirits that the Most High has, and how uh you have something called spiritual wickedness. That is a real thing. Let's go to that in Ephesians. Us knowing and understanding how these things work, how much on spiritual watch shall we be? How much more perfect shall we be in these last days? Because again, the pastor is like going to break these precepts down to you and tell you how these things operate. When have you ever heard your pastor talk about the spirit world and he's breaking it down? He's breaking out the third heaven, the second heaven, and the first heaven, and the things that's going on the earth. And your Christian pastor, he's not going to do that. Your teachers that's in college, your professors, they're not breaking these things down. This is actually how the world is operating, whether you believe it or not. Your elementary school teacher didn't break these things down. Hey, only the men of the Lord and the servants of the Most High God is going to break these secrets down. This is the book of Ephesians, chapter 6, and verse number, see what I want. Ephesians 6 and 12. Right? It's the book of Ephesians. I'm going to start at verse 11. Ephesians 6 and 11. Put on the whole armor of God, that ye may be able to stand the wiles of the devil. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities. So right now, Paul is telling you, it's not just flesh and blood in this thing. Anytime you want to serve God, it would never be flesh and blood. This stuff gets deeper than flesh and blood. You wrestling against principalities. What's a principality? It's a region, it's a heavy spirit that's over. It can be one spirit, it could be multiple, but it's chiefly one spirit that's over a Pacific region. For example, Chicago has a heavy murder principality. Over this city, it's a heavy murder spirit where people just want to kill each other. When you go to South America, Venezuela, it's a heavy, happy spirit over there. All right, now things is kind of getting, out of hand, but you go over there, chiefly for the most part, people are more happy in that region. You go to Tel Aviv or you go to damn Atlanta, it's a heavy homosexual spirit down there. It's a principality that's in that Pacific region. You're not going to find the same homosexual spirit that's in Atlanta. You're not going to find that in certain parts of Africa. That's because it's not in that Pacific region. It's not that. It's different principalities. It says against powers, against the rulers of darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. Wherefore take unto you the whole armor of God, that ye may be able to withstand the evil day, and having done all to stand. And as you read down in this chapter, it tells you the Pacific armor that you must have on in order to be able to survive these spiritual powers that's going on as we speak. Right? So with that, I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh by Shema Mashiach Malak Yahushua. Hey, tonight is the new moon. Right? We're in the new moon. Hey, take watch over your spirit. Watch your spirit. Take heed to your own spirit. Right? Make sure we doing, all we could do in these last days to serve our Heavenly Father, Yahweh, by Shema Mashiach Malak Yahushua. With that, I'm going to say Shalom.